Start the streaming. Stop your scheming. It's time to get believing. Believe in me and I'll share your new future. I'll come to me and I'll share your new future. Show you. Come to eat you. Show you. To come to meet you and greet you. And maybe complete you. Like this. Hi, you're with Scott. This is Ganja Kid, my stream. I don't know why I went into such a horrible... Hi, you're with Scott. It's Ganja Kid. It's like automatic brain took over. Hi, you're with Scott. This is Ganja Kid, like a robot. Hi, you're with... Wait, hang on. Hi, you with Scott. This Ganja Kid stream at midnight. It always midnight. This... Robots would get this bit done quicker. This right here. This... I don't know why robots don't use all the words. And that's... Oh, where's the middle? That's the middle. That's back to the middle. Hi, you're with Scott. This is Gadget. I've done that. Am I in focus enough? I was when I've just checked. Probably just have to sit closer like that to stay in focus. Chuffer. Web browser. So you can hear the nice relaxing... Web browser. So you can hear the nice relaxing in the back there. Yeah. Exactly, here we go, capital K. Yeah, well, hang on. Exactly. Here we go. Capital. Where's the music? There. That's music. Hang on. Exactly. Here we go. Capital. Where's the music? There. That's music. Where's that coming from? Where's the music? There. That's music. Where's that coming from? It's like scary danger music now. Turn that off. The music stays. Just the repeating echo can be turned off. And what is it that is happening? What is it that it is happening? Is that we're streaming. My sister's. She's gone to my dad's to do some typing. She's going to be here in a little bit. So, disrupted again. So, I thought I'd just get on stream now, quick. Just do something, quick. And what we're doing is we're going to have a look at the watch later. Simple, isn't it? It's easy, simple. That's gone cold quickly. It's very, very straightforward, very easy. No stress, no seeds. Just pure sticky icky, breathe it in the air. Except when your sister's coming around, you're not allowed to smoke anything else. Look, got some watch agains, watch laters they are, watch laters. So, the making of Goldeneye, that's an hour and 40 minutes. I put that on there. I thought it was shorter than that. I didn't realise it was an hour and 40 minutes. We're not doing that. Here's what happened to Pirate Bay's founders, 11 minutes. 11 minutes, could spin that out to 50 minutes. I think this sulphur from the volcano is probably the one we're going to look at. Why miners risk their lives to get sulphur from an active volcano. Whoa, risky business. 12 minutes. Divers reacting to reactions, but scary diving. Got Bob Marley's last words to his fans. We'll listen to that. It's only 30 seconds. Mr. Blobby, this thing. I want to have a look at that and show you Mr. Blobby. So there's all sorts. I don't know what your favourite is. I don't know if you've got an idea of your preference. I'm either doing Sulphur, Mr. Blobby. I think maybe Mr. Blobby. The old Donald Trump depositions. We're not fresh up to the news with that. It's just I didn't realise that, because I don't follow American politics that closely. I didn't realise they had like recordings of his depositions on YouTube. So I didn't realise you could just look through them. They're interesting. A furious lorry driver stuck in 17-hour queues. That might be interesting. The Internet's Own Boy, the story of Aaron Swartz, the full film, which you're not supposed to... Are you supposed to have the full film on YouTube? I don't know. But it's a really good documentary and I want to watch it and share all the ideas and talk about them. But I don't know if you're allowed to watch somebody else's full film on YouTube, even if you're doing fair use commentary. Maybe you have to break it into little chunks. But that's on my watch later list. Noam Chomsky in the media, feature film. Wanted to watch that thing about Noam Chomsky that was advised to us the other day as well. But we're going to probably go in with something nice and light. People risking their lives. Or nice and like Mr. Blobby. But probably we'll start with this. I've done enough talking. How much chuffing have I done? 4 minutes. 4 minutes and in. Never been like this before. 4 minutes and straight in. No messing about today. Not even any messing about. Right, all right, hang on.
Indonesia. Battling toxic fumes all day long. They're mining sulfur.
Hang on, right, pause. I don't know if it's going to be in sync, so I've got the sound, just trying to sync it up. I don't know if it's going to be in sync. But, oh, my mask is in the car, you chuffer. I've got a mask exactly like that. See that he's wearing? That's an FFP3. It means that it filters out like all the toxin bad. It's got a carbon filter on it. I use that mask for COVID. That's exactly the same as my mask that he's wearing there. Pretty much exactly. I use that for the old COVID. An update. I never got my Mexican. You never got a Mexican. I've got an idea though. What we could do is we could start brewing our own cola. How about that? Start brewing our own cola. All we need is the secret recipe. When we're away. I know the main ingredient is sugar. Don't know what else you have to do with it really. Sugar carbonated, carbon, probably carbon, and carrots maybe carrots. I mean, what's going to give us that lovely golden brown sort of, not golden, is it? It's quite a, I don't know what colour you'd call Coke. A masker. Yeah, look. So anyway, let's get back on. So these people, they're dealing with this really toxic fumes, so they should be wearing those masks. I'm surprised when people found out there was a COVID, they didn't look into what the kind of masks people like this, or anyone that's dealing with really toxic fumes. These aren't the top people dealing with toxic fumes in the laboratory, but they're trying their best. Let's just go back to the start, because I think there was one fella not wearing one. Look at the volcano. Wait, hang on. Look at the volcano. Look at that. Browse it. Let's browse it. So I kind of do need the music in the background as well, don't I? Do need the music in the background because I am talking. Look at the volcano. Before we get started, active volcano in Indonesia. So Indonesia is, this is, when people do reaction videos, they don't do this, do they? Indonesia. Look at its flag. It's just like the Polish flag, except it's upside down. Well, they wouldn't think it's upside down in Indonesia. They'd think it's just their flag, wouldn't they? Just their flag, really. Maps. Discovering Indonesia, and the music's da-da-da-da. There you go. You discovered Indonesia. Oh, it's that close to Australia. See, now I'm learning something. Dangerous Indonesia. Can you tell because the background music? Yeah, can you tell because the background music? Yeah, can you tell because the background music? You can hear that, can't you? Little islands, they're going to be swallowed by the sea in the coming 50 to 60 years, aren't they? As we progress with our global warming scheme. Those little islands, they're all going to be swallowed by the sea, aren't they? Australia down there, very dry. Very dry there, Australia at the bottom there. You can see, because on the map it's gold and yellow, like it's all desert and nothing. And then in the little corners on the edges, lovely trees, lovely wildlife, nice place to live. Bit dangerous, got a few dangerous animals out there, but in general, you could get stung, you could get bit. Indonesia. I say it all right. Just read it then. Indonesia. I'm in Indonesia. Aren't I? I'm in Indonesia. I'm in Indonesia. Yeah, one day we'll all be swallowed. Hopefully. Hopefully. By the sea, of course, by the sea. Swallowed by the sea. Sucked off and swallowed by the sea. Sucked out to sea, sorry. Sucked out to sea and swallowed by the sea. Australia's looking nice and dry, but green around the edges, nice. Then Indonesia itself is all green. It's right on that equator line, that dot in the middle, right on the equator. Looks pretty, I suppose, doesn't it? Well, I can't tell how pretty it looks from here. But you've got this special facility on the Google these days, haven't you, where I can just pop myself in, drop myself in. I tell you what, I love the VR. I've been playing on the VR quietly, thinking up a new video with the VR, right? On the VR, what I've been doing recently is I haven't got Google Maps on it, so you have to pay for the Google Maps, so I haven't got that on it yet. But I've got one where it's on the ISS space station for free. I'll show you on the stream sometime. And what I do is I go and sit outside. Sometimes sit outside, and I know it sounds silly, but because I feel closer to the stars when I look up when I'm outside. And then I put on the headset and I'm in the space station, and I just sort of chill there, just sort of sit there and chill. Sort of sit there, just looking at being in the space station for a half hour. Maybe smoke outside while I'm outside, and I'm in the space station. I find it really relaxing. Really relaxing. I don't do anything while I'm there. I'm just sitting there, but I find it really relaxing. So the Google dropping yourself in, that's cool as well on VR. It really is very relaxing just to chill out and look around. What's going on here? Look, little man's going for a walk. Mom here. I don't know how we're allowed to just drop into their house. They've all got their flip-flops left over. Where's Mom? Hang on. You can't see the flip-flops on your bit. Let's do the web browser. Let's move it. There's the flip-flops on there, look. All got the flip-flops off, so they're all in the house. Just dropped it, the Google camera here. I thought the Google camera went around on a car. Somehow it's managed to get into this wood floored shanty town. What's going on? There's a little shop here. What's this? This is the street. Wait. They've got the Indonesian flag up though. Either that or proudly Polish. They've got the Indonesian flag up. This is the street. It's made of wood. What's going on? That's the shop there. That's your little shop. Pulsar. If you want to get... I don't know. Oh, that's a shop. These are shops on the main street. This is strange. Isn't it? I mean, not if you live in Indonesia, it's not strange. Little man's going for a walk. It's just the way they've just got them... Are these shops with their little... And they're right on the street like that. And they're also the house. And it's a little wood street. I didn't imagine Indonesia was going to be like this. I had no idea. What's going on in there? Revathad Jual Pulsar again. Pulsar must mean some sort of shop. Voucher Listric Packet Data. This is some sort of... They sell cards, like... they do data for your phone and cards for your mobile phone. I mean, you wouldn't know if they're shops or if they're houses. And in the UK, we have like high streets. You have something... I just need to show you this now. UK high street. Like, it might be slightly different in America, but every single local area, like town, city, in the UK, has got a high street, right? And what it is that they built up over time, little houses, little shops. It's clearly the shops down the bottom. They're painted up like shops. Yeah. Clearly the shops down the bottom, painted up like shops. But you can live in these little properties up above, little flats and stuff. And these days what the government have done is they're allowing... You have like rated... Like if you've got a shop, it's an A1 commercial premises. If you've got a residential thing, it's like a B3 residential. They've got zoning things. Now you're allowed to buy a shop and turn it into a house if you want. Before, you had to keep it as a shop because high street, houses. If you buy a shop, you can't just turn it into a house. High street. A1 zoned residential, unless you ask the council. But Boris has chuffed that off so his mates can buy up all these empty shops and turn them into little hotels and houses. Anyway, but you've got this high street. It built up over time because you would have had a market in the centre of town, like old traditional places, church in the centre of town, market around it, streets leading to and from, the shops are on them. And then around in the residential areas you have the houses. Like it built up like that over a long period of time. But in every single like area of the UK, the main part of the town is like a high street with the shops. Yeah, some places are bigger. Like these are little towns that we're looking at here, but some cities are bigger than others with bigger high streets. Then, of course, after a little while, in the modern times, you got these out of town shopping centres like shopping centre UK, just like any of them. And you'll recognise this in America. The mall. It's the mall, look. It's the mall. It's the mall. The mall. I can't say it. The mall. The mall. Is it the mall? It's not the mall. Is it the mall? The mall. The mall. Outside, it just looks like a great big chuffer. And like if you put it on the maps, this is round. It likes my area. I want to see a big one. Oh, my area's got one. The Maybird. We'll go there. Look, let's drop in on the Maybird. Like, I've got a little market town with like little high street. But if you want, you can go up to the mall, which is just a fucking huge car park on the edge of town with its own massive shops. Look, you can go in the massive shop there. You don't have to go and walk around the high street like the normal people used to. Now you go and drive your own car up there. You park up at the mall. But in the UK, they're more like individual great big shops. You have that in America as well, don't you? You have that. If you go to Walmart or anything in America, you drive to like a place and it's there. You have little towns with little high streets, but you also have these things just on the edge of you drive there and there's your big shops. Whereas in the UK, similar but slightly differently, we still have this older tradition of the high street of let's go back to the high street, please. Let's go back to the high street, please. Still have this older tradition of the high street in the middle of town. That's where the shops have traditionally been, cafes, things like that, and outlet malls in America. There you go. Fun fact: Indonesia was occupied, and that's why they're like. Is that really? I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. I'm going to instinctively say it can't be, because Poland didn't go around in... Did they? Did Poland have an empire? Look, you've got malls anyway, and in America, because it's a newer country, because it's a newer place, like you see how these buildings, like in this high street here, some of those are Elizabethan, like that high street's been there since like the 1400s. Like in America, because it's newer, they put newer malls and outlet malls and all these places up, didn't they? They built more, so you're more used to going shopping in those places. Well, let's go back to Indonesia. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Indonesia, look at that. Not dissing them. I mean, this might not be typical Indonesia. I don't know. I've never been there. But this place that we just dropped into at random, their street is all wood, isn't it? And you don't know if this is shops or... I think it's shops. I think this is the high street, isn't it? Look, there's another one. But it's actually like a sheddy sort of house. And then they've got the little kiosk at the front. Nothing on display, so you can't... Maybe they've sold out for the day. Maybe this might be a plant... No, they've just got nice plants outside. That might be a restaurant. There. This is good, isn't it? Going around on Google Maps. We should do more of this on stream. This could be a restaurant, or it's painted up pink. It could be a knocking shop. I don't know. It might just be someone's house. Don't want to diss it. You can see nearly inside, can't you? Look, but what is it? Don't know. Another little man gone for a walk. They're just they're out for a little walk. Little men, not little as in like, you know, short and of stature, but young people. Like everything in the UK is old like Hogwarts. Yeah, that's where they got the idea for the Harry Potters. What's that one? Ramayana. It's something's discount 50% off. They're having a sale. Like, I wouldn't possibly be convinced just by the banner that is a good shop to go in, but I think these are shops, aren't they? I think this is a high street. They're having a little cup of tea, having a chill-in. I need to know now, it's in the back of my mind, I need to know whether Indonesia's history. Indonesia, the history. The history. The flag. All. They can't have been oppressed by the Polish. Otherwise, everything around there would be called like Indonesiaski, or like, you know, shops, sklep, wouldn't it, instead of shop. Indonesia, the Republic, it's got people... Constitutional Republic, sounds nice, that does, having a republic. Jakarta, urban area. Just give me the history. Oh look, Portuguese, French, and British, all Dutch colonial power. So yeah, they did get colonized, which isn't all bad. Sounds terrible, doesn't it, in modern times? Oh, someone went there and took over your country, but they did, you know, share some medicine. Maybe. I mean, they might have brutalized and enslaved some people, but they might have shared some medicine and built a train track. Look, the concept of Indonesia as a nation state emerged in the 20th century. We're just going to say Christianity went there. Oh, Sunni traders and Sufi scholars, that's me. Brought Islam. I'm a Sufi scholar. I'm a Sufi. And Indonesia, early history. That's early history, look. Fossils. So they're there forever. They've been there forever. And then people turned up in the colonial era. Oh, here we go, look, the colonials. Then they turned up, the old colonials, Portuguese, you know what they were up to, monopolising the nutmeg. The East India Company, that's us. That's the, it sounds like it's Indian, but it's actually British and Dutch, isn't it? The Dutch East India Company, the Netherlands, Dutch East Indies. So look, the Netherlands has got the red and the white, maybe they nicked it off that. History of flag, never going to know. I'll know one day, but not today, because we need to move on. They wear those hats, those little hats. I wear a hat. So, science and technology, music, dance and clothing. All together in one chapter. It's gone. It's moved quicker than I can read. I'm moving it, but, you know, cuisine. All the, hey, there's your food. Like a bit of food. It looks vegan, that does. Nasi pandang with rendang, gulai and vegetables. That looks good. Oh, that's chicken. Apart from the chicken, it looked nice. Sports. Having a bit of a sports. Let's find out about the flag then. Let's flag. I wear hats and hoodies. Hoodie. Indonesian flag. origin. We haven't even got to into the volcano yet. Did I mean Indonesia flag origin? No, I didn't. I meant Indonesian flag origin. But if you're going to just, change it for me, Google. The flag, a simple design of red and white stripes. Well, one red stripe and one white stripe. Don't know if I go for red and white stripes, plural. I just say red and white stripe. Has a long history. It was first associated with the Majapahit Empire, which flourished from the 13th to 16th century. It's their original flag in Eastern Java, and it incorporates traditional colour symbolism. Red for courage and white for honesty. I like that. That's my new favourite flag. Except in the UK we've got those colours as well. And blue for being under the oppressed regime of the Conservative. No, the blue's for Scotland. So, there you go. Flag of Indonesia. This is fast becoming my new favourite place. I'll tell you something. Big face time. We haven't had a bit of big face for a little while. Bit of big face with all this Zelda going on in the background. Trumpets. Look, can you just calm down? I just want some chill. They're not appropriate either, this music. Okay, so my little story is that we got my dad to do the DNA test. Because my dad's born in Delhi, and it's his side of the family that have got this, connection. Where's my chat? How dare you? There's your chat. Not blue for blue imperialism, no, just blue for Scotland. We rule them as well. No, that we're all friends. We're all together in a big group, club, trying to help each other. The UK, the United Kingdom. I've got ideas about Empire. We'll talk about them in just a second. Just dancing to the Zelda music. I've got two things that are serious, so I've got to get off that and get onto some serious music. Come on. Can we have Castletown Market? That's nicer. So, when my dad does his DNA test, sent it off. I have said to my sister, can you get him to come in this room, sit here? Maybe our first podcast this next couple of weeks, we can record live reaction of opening up the DNA test results, find out what it means on the old computer, talk about it with my sister and my dad. My dad can tell us the stories of how the family came to get to where they are and who's married to who and where they came from. And, he's got all that in these documents. We can do a little podcast thing about me, my history. My dad's. You were interested, so we can do it. We've done the ancestry DNA, so we get the DNA test. Who knows? The DNA test might say Indonesia, mightn't it? Who knows? We don't know. So that's going to be interesting and fun. I'm going to have to, if I'm doing big face, I can't let that focus go any further. It annoys me the way it's out of focus, mate. Just focus on the hand, because the face ain't in focus. That's better. So we're going to get this. DNA test. So that's going to be good. That's going to be interesting. And don't knock the thing. And it'll hopefully prove that. That my dad's not my dad. No, it'll prove something, won't it? So that'll be interesting. I'm hoping to get it done as a little podcast. Now the thing is, my family we could sit down in this room and we could just end in a fat row, just have a fat row, and then that might not work as a little podcast. So there's that. And then what was the other serious thing that I was going to say? I wanted a big face because I wanted to say something else serious. Web browser. I forget. Indonesia, my new favourite place. Let's carry on looking. And also, what I'm interested about is it's tropical, isn't it? It's on the we're on the equator, yeah. So you're expecting a lot of rainfall, I guess. You're getting a fat row. We have fat rows. We don't have normal rows. We have fat rows. Big fat row. I take we got a new one at the moment. Where one of our family, I'm not going to say specifically who, one of my family members has had a favour from a family friend, and the you know, when those favours go wrong and they don't want to pay for the thing, and then they're like, oh, but I've done the thing, and then like I don't know, maybe like, oh god, that yesterday there was some kerfuffle on the old telephones, like, and I was just like, I thought someone might have died, or someone might have you know, cheated on someone, or they might have been having a divorce, because the way it was going on the phone, it was like, sounded serious. I was like, is everything all right? Something about, you know, it was just something about like a little bit of a job in the house. It wasn't major, but it got turned into like this huge thing. Web browsing. So yeah, they've got. What I was going to say is, I'm surprised here, because I think what's going to happen sometimes in the year is the water's going to. It wasn't a juicy water. It was just some, like, someone had done some like a little odd job, helpful. No, you've done the job wrong. This chuffing, I think it's going to rain. I think it's going to rain heavy. I think they're going to get monsoon season, aren't you? Probably monsoon season. Some of the time it's going to be nice and hot. A lot of the time it's going to be hot. Hot as well. Probably quite warm. So what I'm saying is, I would go for a kind of build that's going to be resilient. Like, look at that roof up there. That's just a rusted tin. That's not going to be resilient. That's going to blow off. That'd blow off. What happens if it gets a little leak? Well, put another rusted panel on, I suppose. Not into that. That one's made of like wooden. That one on the left's made of like wooden. It's like a wooden roof. It's going to blow off. It's not going to keep you. What's all this plastic material here? These wooden frames. They're no real windows. The wind's going to whip through that. It's going to get under the roof. It's going to take it off. So I don't know why they've settled on these sort of wooden structures. I feel they speak of a sort of impermanence. You know, that wooden structure can't last forever, can it? Like, can't even last that long. How often do you have to replace the walls? Maybe it's because they have these monsoons. Maybe it's because they could be destroyed and whipped through. They don't worry too much about, like, I don't know. I don't know what the culture and tradition is of build. Look at this one. Chilies on the floor there. Do you want to buy some chilies? How do they want to live in wood? Yeah, I suppose, I don't know though. It's like, but if it was, if they didn't want, if they wanted a more permanent building material, wouldn't they have gone about putting one in? Is it just because they can't afford it they built it out of wood? Because like over the years, wouldn't you just like, you know, I don't know. It just seems like it's the choice for the climate in some way. It seems like, you know, it's the cultural choice. Everyone's doing it. It's not like there's one rich fella with a brick house, everyone else is made of wood. You know, everyone's made of wood. All the shops, all the houses here. Oh, look at that hand. Disembodied hand. Spooky. Spooky. But everything's made of wood. Just buy your chilies there, look. Just one bowl of chilies. There's another shop. We're on the high street. There's another shop. I mean, I would love to go and walk down here, hang out. Oh, hello, what's this? Is school? Is that school or like play school or like hang out? It is, isn't it? Because it's all the kids. They've all got football shirts on. They all play for different teams though. That's better, the song in the background now. What's that say? Little scooter outside. So you're going down in your scooters as well. These little wooden streets. Scooters. What's underneath the wood? Everyone's going around on little scooters, look, down a little back street here. It's water! No wonder it's all made of wood. Hang on. Look at this! They built it on the water. What the? Wise man builds his house upon the rock. The Indonesians are out there on sticks. How does that stay up on the sticks? Foundation sticks. What do you do? Stick them into the river. I suppose what you do is, here's one. Look, let's have a look. Interesting construction. This can't be. Oh, health and safety. Don't want you seeing the construction as it's been put together, because otherwise you might not be. That got a bit of wood there to stop you. What they do in there? Look, all these sticks stuck, all bits of wood. You jaff them. It's like a shanty town, yeah. They jaff them in the water itself. So you must have to hammer them down with something, get them right down, because that's your support, that's your foundation. I'm interested to see that this one on the left here, quite straight stick work on the foundation sticks, isn't it? They're all quite straight and uniform. Whereas the one that we've got on the go here is not quite. Maybe you put down a few rubbish ones, you get going, and then you put in some really big solid ones when you can stand on the chuffer. And then they all come up at different heights. You probably have to cut them off, don't you? You have to cut them off. You've built yourself a little platform. Look at that, because those sticks there, they're much more uniform. 1, 2, 3, 4, all sorted. They're like bits of wood. Chuff them in. I wonder if there's any base on there. I wonder if you drop a base in, concrete base in the wood. I wonder if you put a bit of concrete on the end of the wood and drop that in. And then you've got your plinth, basically, haven't you? Wooden plinth. So it can only support a certain amount of weight as well. So you can't have brick houses. That's what happened to your house on Google Maps. It's covered by a big box. You've got no idea what. I'm not going to look at my house on Google Maps because I'm on the internet and, it's inadvisable. Even though I really don't worry too much because, unless you specifically want to steal my exact streaming rig, which, let's be fair, if you sold it on the second-hand market, is probably not that valuable. We learned the other day that my camera, that's my posh camera, is only worth £500 on the second-hand market. So unless you wanted to steal items up to the value of around about £500 an item, that sounds quite a lot to me. But it's not worth the breaking and entering for, how old is the camera now? 8 to 10 year old items. It's not. I've got nothing new in here that's worth any value. So other than that, and being completely nuts and wanting to come and say hello to me, I'm not that worried. But at the same time, I'm not gonna do my house on Google. Not till we move. I'll show you my old house one day. Show you that. We're looking at Indonesia today, though. I'm quite enjoying this. You'd steal from it. There's nothing to steal. I'd be better off if people stole my stuff because I'd be able to put in an insurance claim and get new stuff, and it'd be better stuff. So the only thing I'd lose is what's saved on the old computer, and I don't save a lot on the computer. I save it on hard drives. And if you want to go digging around in these drawers for all the different hard drives that are worth less than 50 quid new, you're quite welcome. What was I looking for? Look, Indonesia, anyway. Look, so no wonder they live in this particular area, at least, they live in these wooden houses because they're on the water. Look how much of the water now is covered by this. Now I'm baffled and impressed. So much, we've covered so much space with these wooden. We're riding our bikes around on them. They hold the weight of an entire community. I suppose you probably also can't have a community centre or a sports community centre and sports hall, because you can't get everyone together for a concert, can you? Because when you start jumping around, you're going to fall in the water and it's going to collapse everything. I wonder if they know how many people per plot. I thought that was mud, you see. That's in the water, isn't it? Is that water or is it swampy mud? Maybe it's swampland. All swallowed by the sea every couple of seasons or something. And look, that's an empty plot, isn't it? So if you want to get your house in Indonesia, you have to find one of them. I wonder if anyone's really fast falling through the street. In Indonesia, they don't appear to be obese in general, do they? Walking around these streets. And I haven't seen a McDonald's yet either. So this is East Kalimantan. I'm going to have to find out if there's McDonald's in Indonesia in a second. That's a point of interest, that one. Hang on. Like that. What's that? Book Irma. They've got an issue with the vowels. Web browser. If I just Book Irma. So I'm not criticising. It's just book isn't. How am I supposed to pronounce buck? Excuse me. I'm looking for Book Imra. It makes you say it in a funny way, doesn't it? But it makes me say it like that. I'm not trying to be Book-Imra, not Book-Imra, Muck-Imra, but Book. So it's its own word. Book. But I'm putting the U in. Could be Bick. Could be back, couldn't it? I have to put a vowel in. I have to choose one. No one's letting on any tips. I have to choose one. So now what we need to know is there a McDonald's in Indonesia? McDonald's in Indonesia. McDonald's Indonesia. They've got their own like web. Let's go and have a look at their own web page. It's going to be in Indonesian. McDonald's Indonesia tidak bertanggung jawab atas informasi ataupun kegiatan yang McDonald's is using your information. Just McDonald's Indonesia though. The information is just used for the website of McDonald's Indonesia. They're not going to sell it to other people apparently. It's my rough. Do you want Indonesian cookies? Yes or no? Yes. They don't have no in Indonesia. It's interesting, isn't it? In Indonesia, you don't get to opt out. It's just, of course there's a McDonald's in Indonesia. Why do you think of course? Why of course? Why is that so certain? Wait, chatty chat. Capital K is like, it's definite. It's for definite. I don't know why it doesn't have to be for definite. There could be like a Muslim country where they're like, just like, out of, I'm going to find out if there's any countries that it's not in, because I think there might be some. They probably don't have it in the Vatican. Google, are there any countries in the world that don't, I might put don't in capitals, don't, come on Google, don't have McDonald's? I bet there are. Which countries do not have any McDonald's restaurants? Civilized ones, someone's written. What's this? Web browser. Browsing. I have to keep moving things around. I don't know what this is. This is the Guardian. I thought it would bring up the actual Guardian webpage, like the newspaper, but it's not. It's something strange. Which countries do not have... Civilized ones, says Ben Evans from Swansea. Afghanistan in capital letters here has yet to... But this is just Jonathan Lee's opinion. So I don't know if it's true. India and Nepal do not have McDonald's because the Hindu faith prohibits the eating of cow produce. India's pretty big to not have a McDonald's. Does India... Not does, just... I'm just going to put India... McDonald's. India's pretty big to not have a McDonald's, mate. McDonald's India. Of course it's got a McDonald's. Chuff off. India doesn't... Look at this. India and Nepal do not have McDonald's because the Hindu faith prohibits it, says Jamie Ferguson, West Kensington, London. And then someone else has written, Jamie Ferguson's a little out of date. India's first McDonald's opened in a shopping centre in the suburbs of Delhi on October the 13th. And I visited it, not which day, but what year, mate? And I visited it 2 days later. It's the world's first beef-free McDonald's. No, it can't be. Beefy. I had a Maharaja Mac. Made with lamb. There are no McDonald's at all in Black Africa outside South Africa. Now we're getting a bit racist, so we're just going to... I don't think they mean to be racist, but I think it comes across as racist. So at no point am I going to read any... So far, we've had a bad... we've had a 0% success rate, unless we check Afghanistan. 0% success rate with asking the random people on that website what they think. So, Black Africa... I think what they mean to say is there are some nations in Africa that are like... actually, what am I saying? I'm thinking now. Predominantly all the nations in Africa are, ethnically, indigenously, cultures of black origin. But there are some Africa. There are some North African places like Morocco and Egypt that are more what you might say Arabic African, maybe, in their ethnic origin of populace. Without being racist at all, but they've written that there in a way so as to be ambiguous as well. So, yeah, anyway, let's. Where are we going to find out? Countries that don't have McDonald's, we value your privacy. I disagree. Look, 2022, is this true? Is this true? Here's a list anyway. Afghanistan, Albania. We haven't even looked at the chuffing. We're not even looking at these miners and their volcano yet. McDonald's is serving in India. Afghanistan, Albania, Algeria. Right, first of all, Afghanistan and Albania are like war-torn, underdeveloped, aren't they? So, Algeria, Algiers, that's North Africa. Angola, Armenia, Bangladesh, that's part of... Is it a country, Bangladesh? I thought it was a part of... Might be a country. Barbados, I thought Bangladesh was a part of... No, it is, isn't it? I'm thinking of... What am I thinking of? Where all the Sikhs live. And it's not independent from India. Right, gonna have to do some more learning. Bangladesh. Constitutional Republic. Bengal, that's why I'm confused. Okay, Bangladesh. And let me just look at North India. How did I not know Bangladesh was a country? North India. What am I thinking of? Bengal, maybe. No, they said Bengal, didn't they? I'm thinking of the Punjab. The Punjab, which is like predominantly Sikh. It's got that huge Sikh, like the best main Sikh temple in it. And yet is still... Because what they did was they divided India. India and Pakistan was like the same country. But when the British, left... Everyone knows Bangladesh is a country. Everyone knows that. When the British decided to, depart and chuff off after they built loads of stuff, when they decided to leave, they were like, look, you're going to have problems because we've been keeping these two populations at bay, the Muslims and the Hindus. So, you're going to have problems. Let's put a line between you. And that line was right down the bit where all the Sikhs live. So they were like, oh, hang on, we're Sikhs. So can't we have, do we have to be one side or the other? And they're like, no, Hindus this side, Muslims that side, Sikhs, chuff you. Put the line down there. The Punjab, they're like, a bit different from Bangalore and Chennai. They're different. But they're the same country. Maybe it should all be the same country. Maybe it should have no borders. Anyway, we're getting way off track now. India's got a McDonald's. Let's have a look at their website. Choose your area first. So you've got to choose your area. It's taking a little while. Oh, there you go. Every memory at McDonald's is worth something. It's just like McDonald's. Where's your Big Mac? You'd think they'd have a list of their burgers. You think that would be the main thing, a list of your burgers. Veg and non-veg kitchens are separate. So I don't know if you're doing a lamb Big Mac or you're doing a chilled... Oh, look! Grilled chapata aloo burger. Sag aloo is like... it's like a kind of side dish for a curry. Like, they made like a... I suppose you'd recognise that as being like Bubble and Squeak burger, spinach and corn whole wheat bun, dosa masala whole wheat. Look at that, egg and cheese McMuffin. They've got the standard egg and cheese McMuffin, but they've got some proper like Indian style stuff. Aloo tiki burger and a McEgg burger, a pizza McPuff. McDonald's India is so much better than any of the others. Masala wedges. McDonald's India is better than the other McDonald's. Look, I bet that's vegan as well. I bet that spinach and corn bun with the dosa masala, I bet that's vegan. McDonald's India, better. Whole wheat buns, McAloo tiki, McVeggie, American cheese supreme, that's McSpicy paneer, that's cheese. That's a cheeseburger where the main constituent of the burger is cheese. Paneer is cheese. So that is awesome. McVeggie. I'll have mine without the mayonnaise, but I haven't seen any meat products yet, actually. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Well, that's McDonald's. Enjoy. Barbados don't have any McDonald's. I'm surprised by that because they've had a Rhiannon. Belize, Benin. We're going for some small ass little countries here. Bermuda, little tiny island, no McDonald's. Bhutan, Bolivia. That's Bolivia. Is that destable? Is it unstable or is it politically unstable? Is that why you don't have McDonald's? Botswana, that's an African country. Burkina Faso, it's a shame for them they don't have a McDonald's. Burundi, Cambodia, Cameroon, Cape Verde. There's loads of them. It's mainly the underdeveloped African countries down there. But I can pick out a couple that are standouts, like Iceland, because they've got a load of supermarkets. Iceland don't have a McDonald's, which is a bit weird, isn't it? Jamaica don't have a McDonald's. That's weird. Yeah, I bet it'd make some cool ass burgers in Jamaica if they were making like a McPaneer in India. I bet you'd make some cool ass burgers in Jamaica. The McMarley, wouldn't you? You'd have the McMarley. Should we look at that quickly before we? Now that I've tied it in to the episode. Bob Marley's last words to his fans. Yo, shut up, you! Shut up, you! Hey, you! Piers Porgan. Hang on, wait.
Your Instagram post only got 5 likes. You offended no one takes your gluten intolerance seriously. Did only your mum share your online petition? Are you offended that 82% of countries torture their own citizens? Are you offended by children drowning? Are you offended that hundreds of gay men can be abducted and killed? Well, sometimes you should be offended, and we're offended too. You still have the power to change things. You are not powerless. We are with you, and we have got this. We have taken governments to court and won.
Big fan of this.
We change laws and we defend your rights. Now is not the time to give up. Use your voice, snowflake. Now what you're gonna do? Go and cry some more, or take some action.
Big fan of that. Let's click that. Learn more. Big fan of that. This is Amnesty International. It's taken me to donate.
Talking to the people, they might never hear your voice again. Keep on talking to them for a little while until you're cool, man.
Well, it's the people have a voice inside of them that talk to them, you know. That is a voice that these people must listen to. Because in everything you're going to do, there's a wrong way and a right way. And if you listen good, you will know the right way.
True.
You know? Because there is a voice inside talking to everyone. Seeing? Seeing.
There's a voice inside talking to everyone. That's what Bob Marley wants you to know. And yeah, if you do want to support Amnesty International financially, give me the money instead. don't finance them. Give it. No, honestly, this is probably the one charity that I think the best, in a way. They're all different charities. They do different things. But Amnesty's massive. I get a UK page. Oh no, it is Amnesty UK that I'm getting at the top there. Yeah. Amnesty International UK. Yep. Very pleased with them and their work. I have had it as my main button on all my channels for ages. Amnesty. Don't know why they're advertising it to me, because like, I'm already down with that. Already got my vote. Yeah, so Bob Marley, this is what he says.
Keep talking to the people, they might never hear your voice again. Keep on talking to them for a little while until you're cool, man.
Well, it's the people have a voice inside of them that talk to them, you know. That is a voice that these people must listen to. Because in everything you're going to do, there's a wrong way and a right way. And if you listen good, you will know the right way.
True.
You know? Because there is a voice inside talking to everyone. Seeing?
True.
Seeing.
Yeah, he's happy. So that was that. What am I doing? Right, going back to countries. Jamaica don't have a McDonald's though, so you know, no wonder he's happy. Kenya don't have a McDonald's. Got a lot of African countries that don't have McDonald's there. You've also got a few of these like in Mongolia, Micronesia, moving more towards the sort of the vast expanse beyond Russia, between Russia and China, around the Asian area. A few of them don't have McDonald's. A few little island nations don't have McDonald's. Up the mountains, Nepal, you don't have a McDonald's. Nigeria doesn't have a McDonald's. Chuff off. Nigeria is so like upwardly mobile in terms of like in terms of investment, in terms of industry. Like it's a going places country. Images. Show me some images of this pretty remote. Like you've got, it's classic. What am I trying to say? It's a classic industrial revolution upward journey story. You know, you've got these shanty towns that, like we were just looking at in Indonesia, and then you've got like underdeveloped, and then you've got overdeveloped places as well, where you've got like what you would sort of recognise from Western style, huge structural skyscrapery places. You've got new cities being designed and built, land laid out, lots and lots of people, you know, moving, working, improving their lives through education and opportunity. You know, busy place. You see what I'm saying? I'm surprised there's no McDonald's in that. You got these markets around the train tracks. We should watch one of those videos actually sometime. You got these markets around the train tracks that are like less than regulated. But look at the amount of people, you know, look at how busy it is. Huge city, Lagos, and within it, like I said, you can see these structures going up, these skyscrapers. I'm surprised a place like that doesn't have a McDonald's, you know. Can I be Nigerian Prince scam? Nigerian Prince scam. I wouldn't fall for it. I'd just be like, Nigerian Prince scam. Anthony Joshua's the Nigerian Prince. Because Anthony Joshua, Nigeria. His parents are Nigerian, and he's British because his parents came to England and lived here, and, you know, he was born in Britain and brought up in Britain, but he's also like got a lot of Nigerian connection because, you know, he's first generation British of Nigerian parents. So I don't know if that's his parents or that's just some Nigerians. So like he's gone out to Nigeria. He's invested a lot of money in Nigeria as well. You know, which is positive in lots of ways. That's his historical heritage culture, isn't it? But also he's British, isn't he? Like, I'm not saying like Anthony Joshua's Nigerian. Like, I think this is a great thing to revel in, to have this like dual culture. And I think it's a bit strange. Like in the UK, Anthony Joshua's been projected this media product, this British, went to the Olympics, represented Britain, British Lion, and he's got all this Nigerian connection. They just don't, they kind of they kind of whitewash this aspect of his culture and life and personality away in the UK press and in the sales media, you know, the promotional media for Anthony Joshua. And I think mainly because a lot of boxing fans are racists. I think because a lot of boxing fans are, you know, not all of us, but I think there are a lot of, you know, football, boxing, Brexit, nationalist is a better way of saying it. I believe that the people who sell boxing promotion and, you know, sell their boxing shows, I think they believe that the market wouldn't like Anthony Joshua and his Nigerian heritage as much as they'd like Anthony Joshua, the British boxer. So they celebrate in Britain, look at your national hero, your British hero and all this. But, you know, the reality of who he is, and proud to be, I'm not dissing it. Look, he's got his Africa tattoo. The reality of who he is, you know, it's about he's Nigeria there on that little line around here, the little border line. You know, he's as much Nigerian in his DNA as he is anything else. Well, he is Nigerian in his DNA, British in his culture and upbringing, and Nigerian in his culture and upbringing. Yeah, Anthony Joshua. So I'm surprised that this country that's, you know, producing these, you know, world stars, he's there in Nigeria investing money, you know, meeting people there, look, suits and dignitaries. I'm surprised they don't have a McDonald's. They've got an Anthony Joshua. North Korea. Now, I'm not surprised North Korea doesn't have a McDonald's. You know, that doesn't surprise me. That's something that I'm not surprised by there. North Korea. Actually, I'm a bit surprised. I'm a bit surprised they don't have like a sort of on display, you know, fake McDonald's that, Western superpowers are allowed to see working, like that Kim Jong-un can go and get a burger at, but nobody else in North Korea ever visits or would dare to look at. I think we should go to North. Yeah, do you know what? I am close, not very close, but it's in the back of my mind now to be a travel-y talker. Camera, holidays, travel-y talker. I don't go on holidays to nice sitting by the pool places. I like going walking down the dodgy streets where you might get mugged. North Korea sounds cool. I would happily take us, the stream, with a vlog camera through North Korea as much as I could. I would happily break the rules and see where it went. It probably, it's so bad the way it can go, but I've got street smarts. I know when to run. I know when to try and get myself enlisted in a sex slavery, human trafficking gang so that I can get smuggled across the border as a human commodity. I know when to run. Don't break the rules in North Korea. Yeah, but you'd have to a bit. Because you can always say, I'm just a tourist, I don't know. You can always do that. That's your first line of defence. But you'd have to a little bit. I'm not saying pinch a poster off the wall like that kid who got put in prison. I'm saying like walk down this street and go and talk to those people. Maybe, leave a little book. Little disruptive political. No. But they haven't got a McDonald's. I thought they would have a McDonald's. I thought they'd have a McDonald's on display at the Palace, but no one else is allowed one. Palau, I don't even know that. What the hell is Palau? What's this? Just inventing countries now again. Bangladesh, Palau. I thought Bangladesh was a region. Palau. Oh, it's one of these island things. Yeah, okay, got it. It's a Micronesian island. No wonder I didn't know it existed. Wow. Look at that. It's just like little bits of rock. And they've managed to get a hotel there. It looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Look at that. Look at that. Look at the beach. What I'm surprised about is that looking at that... Oh, there's a bit behind it that's just a bit flatter where you can have your houses. I was going to say, looking at that, I'm not sure where you're going to start building your houses. And that is swallowed by the sea in years, isn't it? Swallowed by the sea in years. But still, pretty cool, isn't it, Palau? Have to go there. Won't be going anywhere quickly, but... I'd quite like it if I had a substantial amount of security behind me before I went wandering around random. But look at that, that looks nice, Palau. Getting confused now. Countries with no McDonald's. It's wild that North Korea does have the tourist attractions capital of peace. Yeah, it is wild, isn't it? They all go there and they all can take part in it. I've watched some interesting conversations about North Korea and different media products. Why is there nothing on the screen? Web browser. You can't see the list of countries. That's better. And now's not the day for it. But yeah, they do some out there stuff, don't they? And the people are so ingrained, brainwashed, you could call it. Everyone's brainwashed because it's the way you just, socialised. Everyone's so socialised into it that they probably don't even fight against it. Just sort of accept it for being what it is in a way, which is hectic. Rwanda doesn't have a McDonald's. St Kitts and Nevis, St Lucia, Senegal. No McDonald's in Senegal. McDonald's just ain't doing Africa, are they? They're just not doing the African market. It's weird that is, isn't it? No McDonald's in Africa, in general, overall. The Vatican down there, I told you, no McDonald's in the Vatican. Oh, what have I done now? Countries that once had McDonald's but don't any longer. Iceland had some, but they've gone. I thought Iceland was weird to be on there. Macedonia used to have some. Oh, they did open in Jamaica, but they left in 2005, unable to make a dent in the competition. The lone McDonald's in Barbados opened in 96, but closed less than a year later, unable to convince the poultry and seafood loving country to get excited about burgers. Wow. That is like I mean, I know Jamaican food is probably good. Yeah, I'm not saying fish and seafood. I'm vegan, but I know that Jamaican food is probably good. The Jamaican food we get in the UK, that's not even actual Jamaican food. It's Jamaican style, whatever. Jamaican people making it even, but we're not in Jamaica, all right. Look, the Jamaican food that we get in the UK is lovely. So I could see that. But in every country where they've got their own lovely food, like Mexico or whatever, they've also got a McDonald's, haven't they? Because young people these days don't care about your lovely traditional food. They want chuffy burger. McFish, give him a McFish and call it a day. Yeah, why didn't they do that? What they did, they've learned from this mistake, haven't they? In India, they're like, we're going to do the McTikka burger. Out here, they're like, you either have a McBurger or you don't. No McMarley for you. No McMarley for you. You should have done a McMarley, mate. A McSurf and turf. No turf. A McSurf and chucken. A chucken. Yeah. You didn't. An egg bap. Do the egg baps. Look, I'm surprised. How can they? I mean, the amount of money that McDonald's have as well. I'm surprised they don't just have a McDonald's in Jamaica that runs at a loss. The amount of money they have. I'm surprised they don't just run it at a loss just to say they've got one. You know, just to have it. So you can have the big green arches or something, you know, have some tie-ins. Surprised. Sister's home now, I'm going to have to get off. Dogs and food, we sometimes get a takeaway if I'm lucky. I never do on my own, but when there's company. So I have to get in now, I have to go and do that. If I don't go now, I get nothing. It arrives and they didn't order me one. If I get in there now, it's like, let's have a look at what we've been up to. An hour, that's a good hour. And you know, we didn't look into the volcano. We didn't look in the volcano, but it doesn't matter. We can go there again another day. Can't we? Go there another day. Didn't even look at this. We'll have a quick look at this, because, you know, don't worry about me leaving. You can look at me on the YouTube. There's like hundreds of hours of content there that nobody's watching. Somebody's better watch it, otherwise it's going to start going mouldy and smelling. I'm going to have to throw it out. Hundreds of hours now of content on the old YouTube. Bang Bermasala McDonald's. It goes past too quick for me to read. Leandan Dine-In McDonald's. Like, dine-ins are special. Like, dine-in is special. Before you had to just, you know, you have it in the car park. Now, dine-in these days in Indonesia. Indonesia, this is. You can have a sambut harapan baru, which is obviously like a sort of steak burger thing, isn't it, with cheese? What does that say? Raikan harapan baru dengan cheese steak burger. That's your Philly cheesesteak, harapan baru. There's nothing wrong with saying funny words in foreign. Like, foreign words are fine. I like fun, different words. It's the way they put the words. Gratis pizza pie. That means you get a free pizza if you've got a drive-through sticker. I can get this. I can live in Indonesia. I can read the language. If you get yourself a drive-through sticker, free pizza pie, mate. McFlurry featuring Cadbury caramel. I can deal with that. I know what that is. Where's your McVegan though? Where's your vegan stuff? Favourites on the menu here. This is the favourites in Indonesia. Chicken? What the? What? Oh, what's this? What's this? Look, there's the Big Mac. You know what that is. What's that? Someone's been to Kentucky Fried Chicken next door and got that. It's not Kentucky Fried. It's better than that, you can tell, because it's got that panko. It's got panko crust. Show you what panko crust is. Panko breadcrumbs images. These are like Asian breadcrumbs. Panko breadcrumbs there, look. Special breadcrumbs with like, they're like little shards. Not just like little round crushed up bits of bread, but little shards. Panko breadcrumbs. And they create a really crisp, maybe if you double fry with panko, crisp outer edge on the old. Anyway, that's panko breadcrumbs. And this McDonald's, look, you've got panko chicken and a fruity iced tea and a rice. You can have a rice. You can have that with a little omelette. Sharp, yeah, little sharp shards. They're not hearty sharp. They crunch because they're like little crunchy sharp. Not little round little pieces of soft bread, like sharp. Panko, check it out. Panko. It'll be a big. You'll go to one of these Japanese restaurants or something, like a Korean barbecue or something, and they'll have the panko, and you'll be like, oh, I remember that from when Scott said it was extra crunchy batter. Like it'll give you these extra crunchy breadcrumbs. Look, panas special. You can have an omelette. You can go to McDonald's and on a round plate, you can have a chicken, an omelette, and a rice. But in Jamaica, they had to close down because they weren't prepared to diversify. What's going on? What's going on? Why can't I scroll across to over there, please? So there we go. McNuggets. Let me scroll it so you can do it. Web browser. McNuggets. But they come on a little plate. Get a little tray with them. McChicken's on just on the floor on its own. McNuggets on a little plate. They like their chicken out there in Indonesia. They like their chicken. They're not so into the beef, but they like their chicken. I reckon if I went in, even if they said to me sarang pagi, I'd be able to say chicken McMuffin, wouldn't I? I reckon I can speak Indonesian. Look, sausage wrap. I don't want a sausage wrap or a chicken McMuffin, but I can say it. Where's your vegan food? What's that? What's that? Alright, this is the end for me because I can't go any further than this. This is nasi uduk, curry, dengang, topping, sambal terasi, scrambled egg. Scrambled egg. I have to move the browser for you. Scrambled egg, it says there, look. Bawang goreng, kinimanak, lekpang, dekpin, suinaram goreng. Goreng is a sort of food thing then. Goreng is like a kind of... because it's got two different kinds of goreng. Maybe it means like chutney or something. Maybe this is a side order. Pickle. Maybe goreng's pickle. Whatever that is. You can have one of them if you want one of them. Or a beef prosperity burger, maybe. Maybe the beef baru. Baru means new. See, I'm learning the language already. Baru. Oh, I'm baru. Indonesia. Baru. I could say to somebody, I'm new. Baru. Triple burger with cheese. They don't mess about in Indonesia. Web browser. Look, they don't mess about. You've got a Big Mac and a triple burger. You've got a cheeseburger. Where's your double cheeseburger? They've got a double cheeseburger. All the cheeseburgers. Cheeseburger deluxe. Cheeseburger with egg. Beef burger deluxe. What? It's not called hamburger. It's called beef burger. It's got a cheese. It's got a tomato in it. You've got all those different kinds of options for those burgers. Don't have that in America, do you? Don't have that in the UK. In the UK, you have to have a well, they've got a McVegan these days, but I don't agree with the principle of eating at McDonald's. So that's our little tour around Indonesia thus far. I don't know where McDonald's is situated in this tiny shanty town made of wood. I don't know where I would find it along this. We're going to have to look. This final thing is we're going to have to go to McDonald's in Indonesia, aren't we? And we're going to have to... I'd have to show you. Kiosk. McDonald's dessert kiosk. Look at oh my god! Look at them all! Look at those golden M's. Look how many of them there are. That's ridiculous. All the way along the island. That one. I want to go there. Right, let's just copy and... I can't copy and paste. Jan Letkato. I'll just put it in here. Put it in here. Search Google Maps. McDonald's Indonesia. Just put that. McDonald's Indonesia. I haven't even spelled it right. It doesn't matter. They haven't got as many on this one. McDonald's Indonesia. Indonesia claims to have a lot more than Google will allow you to see. So I'm assuming that's because the others are just dessert kiosks. Look how many of them are here. What's going on here? This is Jakarta. This is the main bit. This is your main bit. It's open. Look at all the little... What's that? Little streets in Jakarta. Chuff off, mate. Don't like the look of this one. Oh my god, look at it. It's a maze. It's a maze. Where's McDonald's? I don't know. It's down one of these streets somewhere. It's a maze. There's McDonald's. Take me to McDonald's. Here we are. What? What's this? Where's McDonald's? It's hidden. You'd at least see the golden arches, wouldn't you? Where's your golden arches? Is it in one of these? Is that it? Yellow and red there. Is that it? Or is it behind me? Hang on. Oh, I'm not on the right street here. Hang on. Oh, there. Look. McDonald's. Found it. Tarimakashi drive-through. Kasich. Tarimakashi drive-through. Oh, that. Oh! There we are. Tarimakashi doesn't mean drive-through then, because you're not driving through around there. Here we are. Oh no, it might mean drive-through. She might drive around the back. I don't know. Here we are. Anyway, look. This is McDonald's now. So we can feel safe and comfortable in familiar surroundings in Indonesia. It's built on bricks. It's built on bricks. Got a very shed-like exterior. No, they haven't even gone for the golden arches. They've not gone big on the golden arches. They've gone for one of your... oh, there's your McDonald's sign. They've got that drive-through. That's Indonesian for drive. They've got the Indonesian flag as well. That's very popular. Some spaces here with bollards, so don't even think about parking in them. Let's have a little go around the drive-through. Oh, no, we can't. Okay. Someone there just picking up their McDonald's. So much more familiar now. Much more familiar. I want to go down the drive-through. I'm not allowed to. Much more Western structure. Like, this is like one of those shopping mall, what do you call it? A strip mall or something. This is like one of those malls, but an outlet mall, but much smaller, but you know, their own little, they've carved out their own little chunk of Americana there, and let's just check out, see if it continues elsewhere. Oh, it's the busy street. Look at that proper road and everything. It's the busy street. Motorway, essentially. The McDonald's is by the side of the motorway. And if you were to go to the next sort of buildings along... Yep, brick buildings, I think. That can chuff off, whatever that is. And we're back to shantytowns. Back to shantytowns, look. Back to things made out of corrugated iron and stuff. Get your tyres there if you need a tyre. That's where you get your tyres from. She's asleep, it looks like. Get your tyres from there. It's probably useful to have your tyre shop on the next to the big main road. What's this? Little restaurant, little nice restaurant. Going in the nice restaurant. Back to not shanty town, but you know, there are some brick structures here and it's pavements, but it's the roofs I'm looking at. I'm the son of a roofer. The roofs are not much cop. They're going to blow off in the... You know, that's just a tarpaulin, mate. Little shops. It's nice, though. It's nice. I just don't think it's going to survive a monsoon. What do I know? I don't live out in Indonesia. McDonald's built a proper building. Beep, beep, doo-doo-doo. Get out of the road, mate. She was asleep or dead. She might have been dead. She might have just been a guard corpse. That's a nice... There you go. Look, that's proper flats. It happens all over the world, doesn't it? Look, you've got investment, you've got architecture, engineering. Suddenly you've got a walloping great block of, like, quite westernised apartment buildings, or maybe this is some sort of college or something like that. I think it's apartment buildings. People are cross about it. They've got all the graffiti on there. All these wires on the thing. But, you know, if you've got the dollar... You've got yourself a little air-conditioned... You don't have to be shanty-towning it, do you? If you got your dollar, you got yourself a little air-conditioned pad, haven't you? Might be offices. It's alright for some. It's in the process, isn't it? It's in the process. I always think about this. I don't know if this is in the process of... I don't want to say rejuvenation, but modernisation. I suppose everywhere is in a way, or if it's just, you know, a few buildings here and there, or I don't know what the political or the cultural climate's like. But look, there you go, more brick buildings and yeah. I don't know. Busy though, isn't it? Busy. It's the busy bit. Get out of the way. Just been to McDonald's, mate. I'm just taking my 6 different kinds of cheeseburger to my friends down here. It's dry cleaners there. Someone else sat outside there. Is that a tradition, do you think? You sit outside your shop? I used to do that sometimes outside my hairdressers after I'd mopped the floor. 15 minutes. Hassle test 15 minutes. Sensitivas. Then go into a modern swab test. Oh, swab test. Test diagnostic. That's COVID tests. You have to pay for them, do you? You have to pay for them there. Proper fence and everything. Must be a clinic. See, the other thing about being a hairdresser, I'm gonna finish in just a second. But the other thing about being a hairdresser that I always think when I look at this is I could rock up here. Yeah, look, barbershop. Knew there would be barbershop. I can rock up here, get a little unit like this, start cutting hair. It helps if you can speak the local language because you need to have a chat. You need to become friendly with or attempt to finesse your clients into coming back. You know, you need to have a chat, but a little bit of the local language. But do you know what? If you're good at hairdressing. If you're good at hairdressing like I am, then they like the haircut. If you get it right, they will come back. You know, if they trust you with their hair, they'll come back. And you can just get a little lock-up, little unit, or walk into somebody else's little lock-up and unit and say, hey mate, I can cut hair, me. Do you want a day off? I'll do your day off for you. You have a day off, I'll do I'll open the shop and I'll cut all the hair and do everything. Nothing I can't do. You have a day off, mate. Once a week, I'll start doing that, or I'll help you. You know, you can get yourself a little position. You can get earning some money anywhere in the world. Take your scissors, you're away. I bet they don't even have to do all the posh blow dries because who wants chuffing blow dry in a humid country? I don't know. A little lock up like that. I could be hanging out here day to day, couldn't I? Popping over the local McDonald's to get my traditional food. Coming down to Nyla Herbal to get my my cigarettes. This is the other problem I need, is everywhere I go in the world needs to sell the special kind of cigarettes that I like to smoke. Otherwise, I'm going to have trouble when I'm there, feeling agitated that I'm not smoking my favourite kind of cigarettes. I'll be alright in Jamaica. But I don't know what the rules are out here, whether you might have your hands cut off. Hello! Hello! Look, this one. No, they've got posh cars. Look at these posh cars. All parked up here. This must be... don't know. They're all there for their little... This is taxis maybe. Hello. This fella in the middle. Hello. Waving hello. Waving bye-bye, mate. I'm waving bye-bye. I'm going to go and see what my sister's at because she's just got in the house and it's impolite for me to be here talking to you when there's real people in the real world. You're in the real world too. The internet is the real world. I'm really here talking. So you be good, my little podcast. It's been lovely today, actually. It's been lovely. I'm really enjoyed having a little chat with you today. It's been nice. You be good, my little podcast. If you can't be good, then I'm going to take you all the way out to Indonesia and force you to eat McDonald's every day. And you won't even get to experience the local cuisine.